P here. I want to revisit the so-called embezzlement scandal of Jung, the actress. I remember her from Mystic Pop-Up Bar. Good actress. Well, she's been indicted without detention for embezzlement from her company. This is interesting. Now, she's already made a repayment plan, and she's asked the court to speed up the repayment plan. Interesting. But let's look at this more closely. The charge is embezzlement. Normally, when you're talking embezzlement, you're talking about stealing funds from a company and basically taking money from investors. Right? Right. Well, this is where the plot thickens, and this is where it gets crazy. They're really going after this woman hard for embezzlement. I will say they're not going after Lee Jung-jae so hard for the crap going on with his company. But that's besides the point. They're really going after Hwang Jung. But here's the kicker with her company. Are you ready? This is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Hwang Jung owns 100% of the equity in her company. Did you hear me? No investors. None. Only her. She owns the company. Lock, stock, and barrel, baby. She owns it all. 100%. 100%. All the money in the company was put there because of what she does for a living. She put the money in the company. The money was her money. So, for all intents and purposes, Hwang Jung stole her own money, embezzled herself. She took her own money. And now, here's the kicker. Are you ready for this? This is amazing. This is amazing. She is selling her assets to pay the company back. Now, who's the company? She is. So, she now has to sell her own assets to pay herself back. This is Korea, folks. This is the Republic of Korea. This is what goes on there. Now, indicted without detention. They're going to take her to court and try to convict her of embezzling from herself. Oh my gosh. Here's what I think is going to happen. She'll go to court. She'll pay a fine because there are some business laws that were gotten around. And that's the key point, folks. What Hwang Jung did was, because it is illegal for companies to invest in cryptocurrency, it is illegal for them to do that. But she decided she wanted to make more money and put it back into the company. So she took money out of herself, her company, invested it in crypto under her name with the intent of making profits and putting it back into herself, her company. Evidently, In South Korea, that's illegal. Wow. Wow. Now, there is one more kicker, folks. And I'm laughing at all this because I find the whole thing ludicrous, except for this. And here is what I don't know. I try to be fair. I don't know. So I'm going to throw it out there, and this is where the possibility of problems could arise. Is there a tax issue here? i.e., corporate tax versus personal tax? I don't know. But to indict her for embezzling solely from herself seems a little ridiculous. I'm sorry, it just does. And now having to sell her assets to pay herself back. It's like taking money out of my left pocket and putting it in my right pocket. It's just strange. And they're making this into a big scandal. Oh, Hwang embezzled money from her company. Well, there's no investors to get hurt. Just herself. Just herself. Only herself. She is the company. Anyway, I can't help but laughing at this. You're under arrest for embezzling. From who? From yourself. Oh, okay. So I'm going to go to jail from taking my own money. Think about that. She's either going to go to jail, doubtful, or pay a huge fine, probable. For what? For taking her own money. System is effed up, folks. The system in South Korea is really effed up. Wow. Anyway, Granddaddy P signing out.